Hello everybody, I am headed inside. It is a little bit after 7 o'clock in the morning and I am going to go in and start my Crockpot because I just got off of a 12-hour night shift and it's time for a Crockpot Palooza once a month collab. This is hosted by Tiffany at Small Town 6 and Jessica from Jessica Myrose. Make sure you check out the playlist below. Let's go on inside. Like I said, just worked 12 hours. It is a little bit after 7 o'clock and you see my breath? It is 32 degrees out here in Wyoming. So let's go on in. I picked something super easy this month because you guys, it's 7 o'clock in the morning and I need to go to sleep because I work a night shift tonight. So let's go on in. All right, everybody, we're inside. It's a little bit after 7 o'clock. What does the clock say? It's 7:19. I'm trying to talk quiet because people are still sleeping in my house. So welcome to my channel. For those of you guys that have never been, my name is Marlene, aka SnowGardener307. I have two channels, and on this channel, I focus on cooking and prepping and grocery hauls and bake with me and canning and gardening and, you know, vacation, anything like that I want to put on this channel. So thank you for joining me today for our Crockpot Palooza, aka Crockpot collab. Let's go ahead and get this put together. It is going to cook in the Crockpot all day while I'm sleeping. And if I would have been smart, I would have cut up the chicken before I left for work last night, but I didn't think about it. So let me show you guys how easy this recipe is. And this is a brand new recipe for me, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it is something we enjoy. In this recipe, I've got chicken. It called for 2 pounds of chicken. My hubby grabbed out some packaged chicken out of the freezer for me. I'm going to cut up whatever we have here. And then it calls for some brown sugar, some soy sauce, and some pineapple. That is how easy this is. So the brown sugar, it calls for 1/2 cup. So I've got that ready to go. I've got 1/3 cup of soy sauce, and I've got 1 cup of pineapple juice. Now, if you watched my grocery haul, then you know that I went ahead and said that I was going to can the rest of my pineapple juice. So I held out 1 cup of this and put it in the fridge. And I'm happy to say that the rest of it is canned so that it doesn't go bad. So let's go ahead and get these put into the crock pot. So we're going to go ahead and put in our soy sauce right there. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our brown sugar. And let's see, do you guys think that I'll be able to open this with one hand? Oh, nope, I don't think I can open it with one hand. Let's see. Oh, I got it. And I figure, it just says to combine all of these ingredients together. I figure it's going to be easier to combine these ingredients first and then add in the chicken. Let me grab a whisk. So I'm just going to go ahead and whisk this together. And this is going to cook on low, it says, for 6 to 8 hours. My husband is home today, and so I decided to do this on a day that he was going to be home so that he could stir it. Because you guys, I've never really done a crockpot recipe with this much sugar in it that cooks for that long, and I didn't want it to burn, so I figured if he could keep an eye on it, that would be even better. So let me go ahead and set you guys up. We'll cut the chicken. You can go ahead and listen to some music, and then I'll show you what it looks like before we get started. All right, everybody, I am so ill prepared that right now you are sitting on my brown sugar container with a wooden spoon as a tripod. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut this chicken up, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and let you listen to some music. I am going to take the fat off of this chicken because I don't like chicken fat. And we're just going to go ahead and chunk this up. I think I'm going to do about 1-inch slice. So let's get this cut up. take a look in here. So here's my chicken. I did not weigh my chicken out. It calls for 2 pounds of chicken. Just so you guys know, I might have a little bit more than 2 pounds of chicken in here. I'm hopeful it's okay. I didn't do a very good job cutting that chicken piece up there, did I? All right, so we're just gonna let this go. Okay, everybody, here we are. It is now almost 5 o'clock. I just added some cornstarch to this, and I did a little bit more research on the recipe, and of course this looks nothing like what the picture on Pinterest looks like. It looks like it's caramelized, so I'm going to go ahead and move this into a pan so it can cook a little bit higher so that we can get the sauce thickened up. And I have went ahead and started some white rice in my Instant Pot. Okay, everybody, here is what this looks like now that it's thickening up on the stovetop. I went ahead and add some cornstarch. I'm going to go ahead and add some pineapple as well. I've got pineapple in my prepper pantry, so I'm going to go ahead and add some pineapple into this as well to give us a little bit more chunks since there is so much sauce. And the flavor is really good, but it's definitely not what the picture shows. Let me show you guys the recipe and the picture for this. So a little bit disappointed in that this definitely does not look like the same recipe. And of course, when I went and looked at the comments, it said the same thing that you guys are seeing right here. But I was just looking for something easy that I could start when getting off of a 12-hour night shift. I know my family will enjoy this, and I'm going to go ahead and get some pineapple added in. So I had a 20-ounce can of pineapple. I didn't add it all. I just did a rough chop actually in the can, and I've got 4 slices that I'm going to go ahead and take to work with me and have with some cottage cheese. So not a full can of pineapple, but I'm just going to let this cook a little bit so the pineapple can get warm. Our rice is just about done, and then we're going to serve this up with a salad with some garden fresh tomatoes and zucchini in it. Okay, everybody, here is what dinner turned out like. Here is the salad that I said I was going to make up with some vegetables from the garden. I had some olives in the fridge, so I threw those on there. Some croutons, and my husband requested some ranch dressing. And then here is what our chicken looks like. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. And we might make it again. I don't know. We'll have to let you guys know. Let's see what my husband thinks about it, shall we? All right, so here is the hubby. He's going to taste it. He's going to let us know what he thinks. Hopefully it's not too hot. Of course, he has to grab a big, huge piece of chicken. There we go. All right. Let's see what he thinks. What do you think?
It's yummy.
As you guys heard, he says it's yummy. Is this a make again or just a maybe make again?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right, you guys.
It to caramelize better.
Right? If you can get it to caramelize. I just don't know if we can. All right, everybody. That is this month's Crockpot Palooza entry. Super easy recipe. Tastes good, but not sure if it's a keeper. So if anybody has tried this before and you have any suggestions, please let me know. And until I see you guys next time, remember to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.